Welcome to an exhilarating journey through the captivating story of how one man shaped the very foundations of the modern world. In this riveting video, we delve deep into the remarkable tale of how John D. Rockefeller single-handedly constructed a colossal trillion-dollar oil empire. Brace yourself as we uncover the untold secrets, strategic maneuvers, and relentless ambition that propelled Rockefeller from humble beginnings to the pinnacle of unimaginable wealth and influence. Prepare to be captivated by the untamed spirit of entrepreneurship, the intricacies of the oil industry, and the astounding power of perseverance. As we unveil the awe-inspiring chapters of Rockefeller's life, you will discover the hidden gems that propelled his meteoric rise and learn how his pioneering tactics forever transformed the course of history. Whether you are a history enthusiast or simply seek inspiration from extraordinary triumphs, this video is an unmissable exploration into the life of a true titan. Join us on this compelling voyage as we unlock the secrets behind Rockefeller's empire, unravel the enigma of his indomitable spirit, and uncover the lasting impact he has had on our world. Prepare to be captivated from the first frame to the last, for this is a tale that will ignite your imagination and inspire you to reach for greatness. Stay tuned as the story of Rockefeller's trillion-dollar oil empire awaits your eager eyes. When you examine the current wealthiest individuals, such as tech billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, it becomes evident that the richest businessman in history passed away nearly a century ago. In this video, we will delve into a business empire so immense that even with 100 years of technological advancement, no individuals managed to surpass its founder. This is the enthralling story of Standard Oil. The origins of this monumental oil monopoly are surprisingly modest. It all begins in 1839 with the birth of John Rockefeller in upstate New York. He was the eldest son of a traveling merchant who claimed to be a botanic physician, but actually sold the 19th century equivalent of homeopathic medicine. Spending extended periods away from home, he even had children with another woman whom he brought back to live with his wife, creating a bewildering household. Growing up in this tumultuous environment, John developed the skills to negotiate the best deals and maximize every penny. His family rarely stayed in one place for long, and since the age of 3, he led a nomadic lifestyle. To support his mother, John would earn money by raising turkeys or doing odd jobs for neighbors. His intelligence proved valuable when the family relocated to Cleveland, Ohio, in 1854, affording him the opportunity to attend school. However, less than a year later, he dropped out to work as a bookkeeper at a local produce broker. Earning a meager 50 cents per day, he supplemented his income by assisting other companies. After 2 years, when his employers denied him a substantial raise, he took matters into his own hands and established his own produce brokerage. With a loan of $4,000, an enormous sum at the time, and his favorable reputation, John began trading hay, grain, and various meats. In his first year, he achieved sales of $500,000, receiving only a small fraction as commissions, yet still experiencing tremendous success. Every bank in Cleveland eagerly sought to borrow money from John, despite him being barely 18 years old. However, in 1859, a transformative event occurred that would alter his life forever. Just 100 miles east of Cleveland, the first American oil well was discovered, signaling the beginning of the Pennsylvania oil rush. Within a year, 4,500 barrels of oil were produced. Although oil had yet to gain the value it holds today, as gasoline cars had not yet been invented, it could be refined into kerosene, which was widely used in lamps. Recognizing that the greatest profits lay in refining rather than drilling for oil, John observed the risk faced by those in the oil exploration business. Instead, he chose to purchase oil from others who endured the challenges of finding it. It wasn't until 1863, when the government constructed a rail line connecting the Pennsylvania oil fields to Cleveland, that John could fully pursue strategy. Prepared with a network of partners and financial support from banks, He also assembled a team of skilled chemists and engineers, and they not only enhanced the refining process but also discovered various applications for the byproducts of petroleum refining. The early refineries in Cleveland operated at approximately 60% efficiency. But John not only improved that figure, he also capitalized on the sale of byproducts such as paraffin wax, tar, and naphtha. Within 2 years, the value of Rockefeller's refinery exceeded $70,000, making it one of the largest in Cleveland. However, John's ambitions did not stop there. By 1865, there were 26 rival refineries, but within 5 years, he had acquired all but 4 of them. As his business expanded beyond the scope of a partnership, he incorporated it as Standard Oil of Ohio in 1870. To persuade the remaining competitors in Cleveland, John invited them to review his books, demonstrating his ability to sustain losses far longer than they could remain solvent. In exchange for favorable buyout terms, he offered his competitors positions within his own company, thereby consolidating the brightest minds in the industry under his control. Naturally, not everyone yielded immediately, but over time, John employed tactics such as driving down the prices of oil and kerosene, sometimes by as much as 80%, in order to suffocate his rivals. Predictably, his strategy proved successful. By 1880, he had acquired refineries throughout the northeastern United States and controlled over 90% of the nation's oil production. Such was his influence that John personally negotiated rebates with the owners of major rail companies for using their trains. However, this practice of behind-the-scenes negotiations sparked outrage within the business world. At the time, and to some extent even today, rail transportation played a crucial role in the shipment of industrial goods. Concerned that John's manipulation of transportation rebates could lead to similar monopolization in their own industries, businessmen, politicians, and the media launched increasingly fierce attacks against Standard Oil over the following decade. In response to legislators in Ohio drafting antitrust regulation to target Rockefeller, he displayed his strategic prowess by reincorporating in New Jersey in 1882. This time, he formed the Standard Oil Trust, which held stakes in more than 40 local companies. To showcase his remarkable success, Rockefeller constructed an impressive headquarters on Broadway. This marked the pinnacle of Standard Oil, with Rockefeller owning 20,000 oil wells, 4,000 miles of pipeline, and employing over 100,000 individuals. However, his dominance over the oil industry was gradually diminishing, both domestically and internationally. Enormous oil reserves had been discovered in Russia and Asia, and the Rothschild family was aggressively developing these resources to supply oil to America. Moreover, in 1890, the federal government enacted the Sherman Antitrust Act, providing lawmakers with the means to target the Standard Oil Trust directly. Nonetheless, the intricate legal structure of the company made investigations challenging, resulting in the government's inability to dismantle Standard Oil until 1911. By that time, John Rockefeller had already divested his active management and profited significantly. In the final 2 decades of the company's existence, it distributed dividends surpassing $500 million. Some estimates suggest that Standard Oil reached a peak value of $1 trillion, making the breakup somewhat expected. In 1911, the Supreme Court found Standard Oil guilty of anti-competitive practices and ordered its division into 34 separate entities. Interestingly, John Rockefeller retained his stake in those companies until his death. In fact, the breakup proved to be the most lucrative event in his life. Over time, many of those entities merged with one another. Presently, most of the remnants of Standard Oil are part of ExxonMobil, Chevron, or BP, which have become formidable companies in their own right. Rockefeller's ownership of these successor companies solidified his status as the wealthiest businessman in history, with an estimated net worth of $400 billion. Even today, no one has surpassed Rockefeller on the wealth leaderboard, as even Jeff Bezos himself seems unlikely to achieve such heights. And that's a wrap for today's video. We hope you enjoyed learning about the incredible facts and stories we shared on our channel. If you're hungry for more amazing knowledge, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our latest videos. Until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and be amazed by the world around you.